Here we are shooting the breeze, Mick and
And
me.
do I look like I'm moving, by the way? Sorry.
Yes, you do. Why is that? What's going on? Are you on a cruise? What's happening?
Because every time I touch the table, my laptop, one of the hinges broke. So
What?
one of the hinges on my laptop broke because I
What
dropped it.
fucking laptop have you got? Jesus
It's a,
Christ. What?
it's a Toshiba.
Oh,
I dropped
they're
it
not supposed to break to
six
Shebas.
months of owning it. Yeah, I landed it on its right on the hinge, basically. It landed on its back in the vertical, closed, and broke one of the
Ah,
hinges off.
ah.
So now it can't hold itself. So if I just bump the table or touch anything, it starts to shake.
Yeah, right. So it's like you're on a boat.
It's like, but usually I hook the camera elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I've had to shut the window where I normally clip it on because otherwise there's too much traffic noise.
Yeah, and the dog. I like the dog next door. I like to hear the,
Yeah.
the dog
And
next
during the
door.
day, the crows.
The crows. Like we're in one of those what's that British show where there's always a fucking crow? It's like a murder show. Midsummer Murders. Have you
Oh,
and like everybody in the town dies at some stage.
maybe that's what's going on in Caboolture at the moment. There's a fair bit of yelling and screaming at night in my neighbourhood.
Midsummer Murders in Caboolture. Oh
That
come on,
sounds like
man.
it.
Come
That,
on.
that sounds like a song. Midsummer murders in Caboolture.
Exactly what I would have done.
If you're not careful, they might get ya.
Awesome.
Once I saw a neighbor leave the house and never come home. I never go out alone. I don't wanna get murdered in the middle of summer. I'd rather do it in winter. At least then I can
Shelter.
feel pretty home. Midsummer murders keep me busy, as so I'm told. Looking out the window with binoculars, seeing all sorts of murder. It's pretty scary.
That was great. What were you playing?
D minor and C.
Oh, not B minor.
D minor.
D
D,
minor.
yeah, D
D
minor.
minor. That's D. Where's D minor?
Uh, so it's F, but with the D note. So second fret, first
Ah,
fret open.
and then where to F was it?
To C, just C.
C. Midsummer murders. Midwinter murders in Caboolture. Midwinter murders. You gotta watch your back. Midwinter murders in Caboolture. In the dark, you might be attacked, but that's where it's at. In Caboolture, do you hear the crows? Yes, they know that something's going down in this murderous town.
It's cold.
And cold. Yeah, very cool. Great. So we were speaking of murders. Well, I don't know. Is it really speaking of murders? We were talking about the storms. We had these amazing storms last night, and it was like it's here, it's gone, oh, it's back, and it's gone, and here it is again. And Mick, you were saying that you got a little bit flooded out. You've now got a pond,
Yeah,
apparently.
this whole unit complex has got dodgy pipes and bad gutters. So sitting even in this room, I've usually got this window wide open. There's this waterfall just and it hitting the bottom out the back. And then you open the front door, and there's a path to the door, and it drops down a couple of inches, and it's just stones. Looks nice during the day, but it's full of water. Nice little water feature at my front door. And so funny. My son's scared of spiders, and because there was so much water there, as soon as I opened the screen, there must have been one sitting against the screen. And the screen door was knocked it off the ledge, and it jumped back in. Literally jumped between my legs, made me jump, and my son was only on the chair just near the door, so he saw it and was like, "What's that?" Freaked him out.
What kind of spider was it? Like a huntsman or?
Just a little huntsman. It was only a baby one, but pretty
Okay.
funny. He's really scared of bugs.
Yeah, right.
Water features. Spider.
Yeah, I think there's a
spider
song.
water
I think
feature.
there's like a song in the water feature out the window, water feature out the door, something like that.
There's definitely a water feature at my front door.
Yeah. That's like do looking out my back door, like that kind of like hillbilly thing. Can you do something like that?
I don't know that song at all.
Like some
I
kind
don't
of
play, but I'll just sort of have to just play
let
the
it
first thing
happen.
that sounds good and then let it happen. I can't be trying to make it like something. It never works for me.
All right, go for it. Go.
It's like writing a song. What was I going to do now? Lost the moment. Lost the moment there for a sec. There's a problem with this. I don't even know what to do now. Just
Water
have
feature
mental
at the
blank.
door.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. 'Cause I've got a new water feature. New water feature. Sitting in my house last night. Suddenly thunder. Suddenly thunder. I didn't expect a storm this night. I was under the impression it was gonna be fine. But now after a really big storm, I'm trying to sleep with all the noise. Get up this morning and open my front door. I've got a new water feature. I've got a little pond to play in. I can kick and play in a puddle like it's been raining every day, but it hasn't been raining at all today. But I still got a pond.
Still got a pond.
Still got a pond.
Still got a pond.
Now it's not one of the Great Lakes. Now it's not one of the biggest rivers. Now it's not anything like an ocean. It's just a pond. It's just a little bit of flooded rocks. It's about 3 inches deep.
Ooh, and sometimes I dip my toes in that 3 inches of water, and I think to myself, I'm grateful for my water feature, water feature,
Water feature.
water feature, water feature. Yeah, water feature, water feature.
It'll really feature.
What a feature.
Really each up. I got lost in that.
I wanted to try and gotta get to meet ya in there, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I was trying to. That's exactly the last line I wanted. But then when I started saying it, it wasn't right and it didn't fit. And I was like, how do I get Meacher there? And I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah. Wanna meet ya at the water feature. Yeah. That's awesome.
But you see that? You saw that the parody one I put on my story today. So, leave our kids alone. Did you see that?
Yeah, but I didn't. Was it a full one? Because I didn't.
No, it was just a short bit of a story. But it's
Right.
it's Pink Floyd's The Wall, and I'm saying, hey, leave our kids alone. It's a vaccination protest.
Oh, I thought it was like actually the Pink Floyd song.
Yeah, no, well, that's why, because I put the lyrics up on there as well, and it actually, yeah, it's got a couple of changes to the lyrics. I parodied the whole thing.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I must have
didn't
seen the
want
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that, and that's what happened today. And I was doing the same thing. I was just playing it and pushed record and just sang whatever came out. So it was quite short, but yeah.
Cool.
Same sort of thing we do, and I've been doing that all day today.
Yeah, that's good. That's what you got to do, man. Just in the moment. Yeah. Speaking of vaccines, I went to the ENT because I've had since I got my vaccines, had like a recurring sort of ear infection thing and vertigo and stuff like that that's been going on. Which she said she has had a few people come in with that, like as a sort of as a side effect thing. So it's not like I had the infection first before, so it was not that it caused it, but I think it's just elongated. That's a good word. The amount of time that this is going to take to fuck off. Actually, there we go. This has elongated the time it's going to take to fuck off. I really had enough. This has elongated the time this is going to take to fuck right off. And I am a very impatient person. This has really elongated the time it's going to take to fuck this fucker off. Oh yeah, have I told you that I've had enough? Yeah, I think I have. But what can you do if you want to see your mother? You're screwed because she might die. So I gotta get a little prick in my arm. Here I go, but it's elongated the amount of time this fucker's sticking around. It's elongated the time that I've got some kind of mucus in the tubes in my head. It's elongated the time that I have these ear infections. But what can you do? Either way, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Either way, you're screwed.
It's elongated. Now you're frustrated.
And frustrated.
Incubated after you were inoculated.
Inoculated. What else is the kind of word that rhymes with that?
Well, we've been inculcated.
Inculcated.
Sure.
Frustrated.
I haven't dated.
Haven't dated. Haven't masturbated. Ooh, yeah. What can you do?
What can you do?
Because you're screwed.
Little bit of imbalance.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit. Yeah. So that's been 3 months of on and off ear infections.
Yeah.
That's been lovely.
My best mate Kane, same thing. The day after his first shot, he used to have ear infections as a kid, and he had really bad keloids and all sorts of stuff around him with his ears. And then he just said the other day it's the worst ear infection he's ever had. But again, that's all it is, which is fortunately that's all it is.
Thank God, yeah. But I think there's something to that because I was speaking to a friend of mine and she said her theory is because she got it and then she started getting back problems, which is something that she used to get. And then her husband got Bell's palsy when he was young and he got that. So it's like it's something from childhood or like something old that like resurges.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's something going on there, I think. I think there is.
That's what I'm worried about the most because I had everything as a child. Like, I've had so many
Oh my God, you
things.
gotta do a song. You gotta do a song. Gotta do a list song. Do a list song.
List song. Wow.
All the things you had. Yeah.
Have you ever been sick? Well, you better just shut up. Cause when I was a kid, I had everything. I got sunburned so bad I had blisters on my back. I missed so much damn school cause I was in the hospital drinking chocolate milk. Well, I was really there for asthma, but all I remember is the chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk.
Then I got really bad ear infections. Then I got really bad allergies. Yeah, it used to give me asthma and block up my lungs and make me sneeze. Yeah, when I was a kid I had fucking everything. When I was a kid I caught everything. When I was a kid, well, I caught everything. But now that I'm an adult, well, technically, well, it's not my fault. But if these things come back, I'm probably screwed. Cause when I was a kid, I used to have everything, including a genetic situation. It's pretty rare. And it made me pretty scared. You see, when I was about 19 or 20, my kidneys started to fail. And that ain't fun.
Ooh, no.
Would have been helpful if I knew, but the doctors who tested me didn't pick it up, no. Till I was much older, maybe 27, and I needed a transplant. Yeah, I had a kidney transplant.
That kidney transplant.
Yeah, I had a kidney transplant. 'Cause
Transplant.
when I was a kid, have you ever seen the movie Twins? Where my brother was the one that was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Guess who I was? Yeah, I was Danny DeVito. With all the worst genetics, I got everything. When I was a kid, yeah, yeah, I got everything. When I was a kid.
Yeah, awesome, fantastic. Well, not so fantastic, terrible, terrible. But isn't it great that we
Makes
can
you
just
resilient.
yes, true, and it's great that we can sort of make it into art. So there you go, where you would never think you could take all of your ailments and turn them into art, into a song. Um, yeah, I
And
never had a brother or sister because I'm an only child, but I do know what it's like to get that raw end of the deal. As you know, I'm under 5 foot, so I didn't get the growth genes, and I remember at school, in like year 3 or 2, they'd have these nurses come into school and like take your measurements, weigh you, and all this stuff. And I remember the nurse saying, "Oh, she's not normal. We really want to put her on hormones so that she grows and all that. And they told mum, that they wanted to put me on hormones because I was so abnormal. What a freak, that I was so short. And mum's like, "Don't be stupid. Her grandma was only 4'8". Um, so luckily I had mum to stand up for me when I was a kid, which she did on quite a regular basis, I have to say. She had some pretty good pearlers. I remember her telling the principal, because I wasn't happy at school. I wanted to change the schools, and the principal goes, "Well, we've got 1,500 people in this school. I've got to think about them all." And mum said, "Well, I've only got one." So, yeah, she's been a bit of an awesome person to have on your side. She's a bit scary, actually. All of my friends were scared of mum when we were growing up. And I think that's similar to yours, maybe. Did you say? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Dad was a big softy. He would crack and had a temper, but that was rare.
Yeah.
He was more often not home than angry. Whereas Mum was a beast. Everyone was scared of her, right up until we were almost in our 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like mum was the disciplinarian, and I remember I remember her getting so angry with dad. Like she never touched me, never hit me, anything like that. But if she got the shits, you'd see a fucking chair just like flying across the room. And I remember her saying to dad once, she was so angry. She was like, "If I had a gun right now, I'd shoot you." And then she just got on her motorbike and fucking took off. And then there's me just going, "Oh, mum, what's going on?" So, yeah, I think there's something to be said here for, and I don't know what. Yeah, maybe. What about? Oh, there we go. We got Bad Moon Rising there. You and me, we both had scary moms. You and me, they weren't very calm. You and me, we both had scary moms. You and me, scary moms. I remember she would get the shits, and she would tell the kids who'd come over to get out, get over it, and get out from under my feet. She'd say, "Piss off, and if you don't like it, too bad, 'cause I make the rules." We had scary mums. We had scary mums.
Scary mum.
Tell me about your mum.
Well, let's see. Sorry, I lost here. I can't really hear it properly because of all the noise here. Got sirens in the background. But
Do a rap. Do a rap.
well, my mum, she was only 5 foot tall. But she was the scariest of them all. Yeah, she broke a bunch of wooden spoons, plastic ones as well. She hit me with a frying pan. That was like a bell to my head. Dong. Then she threw a plate across the room. Yeah, put a big line dent in the wall where it just missed my dad's head. He was being a prick. That's my 5 foot mama. Yeah. She was a scary bitch.
Ooh, we had scary moms. We had scary moms. We had scary moms. And if you wanted an opinion, you could ask my mum, but she'd tell you the truth that she was very scary. Oh, that lady. She doesn't fuck around, she tells you exactly what she thinks. She won't about your ears when she tried to cut your hair. Yes, we spoke about that the other day. She's a scary mom and still got scars.
Yeah,
She's
was
a scary mom. She's a scary mom. Awesome. That's great.
Because my mum was the other end of she used to use all that same expression, get out from under my feet, but she used to say, go away and play trains, go play in the traffic, shut up, you little mongrel. And corporal punishment, 100%. Hitting was the only discipline she basically knew.
Yeah, I was lucky. I never got hit. I think I did.
It was always.
I think I did once. But I made Mum feel so bad that she was like. That was a girl. I got quite a few toys from that, actually.
Oh, cool! Nice way to manipulate the situation in your favour. It was all like very specific corporal punishment. I mean, there was a horsewhip, a jug cord, wooden spoons, and they broke so that became the orange Tupperware plastic spoons. You know, that classic old orange plastic utensils that used to be out in the 70s.
Jesus.
I never want to see it again. But the boys in the family, you'd walk over, you'd hold your hand out, you'd cop 3 or 4, and you'd go away. Done. Girls, Mum would say every time you move, you get an extra one. Because the girls would pull their hand away and then run. So she'd be chasing my sister down the hall, swinging like this, while my sister's... And then she'd finally get her and send her to her room. And then 30 seconds later, my mum would go, walk quietly to the door and swing it open and go, get your tongue in your mouth, because she'd be standing there behind the door going, and Mum always knew. And then she'd get another couple of slaps. So the girls got the real raw end of the deal. Yeah, because they didn't learn to just take the initial slaps and then let it go, get it over and done with.
Yeah. I think some people, though, are sort of like naturally better with pain. Like Mum was one of 4, and she was the eldest girl, and then she had 3 brothers, and the sort of our eldest brother was like always sick and always weak and stuff, but the middle brother, he would just, you could hit him and just laugh in your face. Like it didn't do anything. It did not at all do anything. Like
I was the sick kid, but I was also the one that my youngest sister, because we were only just over a year apart, a year and 20 days or something between us, and she'd dig her fingernails in, pull hair. You can pull hair out of any part of my body. I don't feel it.
What?
I'm the one who doesn't. I handle pain very well. I have done since I was a very young child, because I had an older brother who beat on me and a younger sister who beat on me. So the best defence was to show them that it didn't work, because they couldn't hurt me.
So it's kind of
so
like,
I got a pretty decent.
Did you go into like a meditative state? Like how did you?
I just learned. Every time something hurt, I would grit and focus on it until I could kind of just put it out of my head to a degree. It hurt, but I just wouldn't show it. Like, but even now, like one of my favourite things for people to do is to pull my hair and pull it hard, because it won't come out, and it just feels like a really nice head massage. You know, get some blood flowing in the head. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah.
And my next brother up, Jeremy, he's only 2 years older than me, and he can't. I used to just pull one hair out of his leg, and he'd be screaming.
Yeah.
He could never handle it. So that was what I always did to him, was just walk past and pull a hair out. And he'd chase me, and funny stuff.
It's weird, you know, everybody's got that different sort of pain threshold, you know, and I think it is to do with your nervous system probably, and your brain, and even the ENT was telling me the other day, because I've got like tinnitus in one ear, and I'm like, can't you just tell me what it is? And she's like, look, I am a surgeon, I know what I'm doing, but I can't tell you what it is. Nobody knows what it is. Like nobody, because the thing is that we can't open you up and have a look, because it's in your middle of here. You know what I mean? So they've got theories about what it is, but they don't know. And she said it's interesting. She goes, because I've got one patient that had a brain surgery, and it was as a result of the brain surgery started to get this tinnitus. And she said he describes it as a jet, like taking off, like all the time. But he's okay. She goes, whereas I guess someone who has just a tiny little like that, and they're just out of their mind, they want to like totally end it all, like from this. Yeah. She goes, that's like the holy grail. Like, what is it? Why is this guy like okay with this amazing amount of disruption?
Yeah.
But this other person is just freaking out from the tiniest.
I think it's got a lot to do with focus. Like the things that you naturally focus on and not, or whatever, or certain personality types certainly focus on certain things more than other people.
Yeah.
Because I've had nervous system problems as well. I had nerve pain, like really bad chronic nerve pain for 20 years nearly, and was on morphine, like too much of it, codeine, lots of heavy prescription pain medications. And because of my kidney transplant, I can't take anti-inflammatory. So I can't take those. So it's only stuff that can basically mask the pain, not take care of some of the problem. But now I take nothing, not even Panadol. Wow. I've still got all the same issues with my lower back and stuff like that. But there's definitely a focus difference in, like, if I think about it, I can feel pain, but if I don't, now I can't.
So maybe in some way your childhood was like training for dealing with pain.
Well, that's how I see it. I was going to say before we were talking about all the sicknesses growing up, it prepares you for basically the thing that 90% of the population are living with, this, even if they're not conscious of it, the death anxiety thing. I just don't have it because plus as well, I've already been like that close to actually dying 5 times. And I've had to actually have that conversation with myself and reconcile that it was my time and then it wasn't. So it's a weird situation to have been in, but I'm not afraid to die.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of it anymore.
I don't know if I'm afraid of it. I'm sort of afraid of how it's going to happen. Like,
that's probably true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably part of it.
Of course, death is always worse for the people left behind.
Yeah, than the person. Like stupidity.
Yeah. What were you going to do? You were going to play a song about something. You were going to play a song about something.
Yeah, I was just thinking something. So I might do a little bit of. I'm not afraid to die, no. I ain't scared. It doesn't really bother me. But when I think about it, it makes me wonder how. I don't want to die naked.
Oh no.
I don't want to die in a car accident. No. No, I don't want to die naked. I don't want to die naked. I don't want to be snake bit. I don't want to be snake bit.
No.
I don't want a dog to attack me and get tetanus and lockjaw. I don't want to trip over the chest controls and crack my skull. No. I don't want to fall from a bridge. I don't want to end up in my fridge. I don't want to die in some embarrassing way.
Nothing like a stupid death, I always say. Isn't there some kind of Darwin Awards or whatever it is? Isn't there like the Darwin Awards?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
is
the dumb
like
ways
the stupidest?
To die.
Yeah, like stupid.
I remember it was about 5 or so years ago, my son used to listen to it, regularly show me a video called Dumb Ways to Die. It's a song. Dumb ways to die. John, where's the and then they go through all these different stupid things
Oh
people do
my
to die.
god. Oh my god.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's especially like sort of accident-y type stuff. I remember when I worked at a gym years ago, and one of the ladies there said her nephew died, and he was only like 20 something, because he was charging his phone. It was plugged in, and he tripped over the phone wire and smashed his head on the coffee table, died. How do you resolve that in your mind? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Whoops.
Yeah. What? You know, like, what? How is that
You
a
just
thing?
edit that out and tell people a different story, so just to save that person the embarrassment.
Oh man, that's just what? Yeah, it's weird. It's
Random
really, really
thing.
weird. I mean, I was reading something recently, and they reckon, because Elvis Presley like died in the toilet and all that stuff. They talk about that, but apparently he had like a really, really rare chronic pain disease, and they've only just realized that now. And a lot of the medication he was taking was like for the pain. He had massive, massive pain. And apparently, because of the condition as well, he would have died fairly young anyway. So yeah, it's really, really interesting. But apparently, he was in chronic pain the whole time, and with the hip movement, apparently he had really flexible hips and stuff. But it was actually a kind of a side effect of this whatever it was that he had. I can't remember what the syndrome is that made him have the like such flexible hips, like hypermobility or whatever it is. But he would like really suffer from massive pain, like all the time.
Wow. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Never knew that.
Yeah, and they've only just sort of pieced it together recently. It's a really rare thing. Him and another performer, I can't remember who it is, had it as well. And they've only sort of pieced it together from all the like the autopsy and all that stuff, and then his medical history. And they've realized that that's really what it was. And what it was he went to the dentist that day, and he got Novocaine or something, got something, and that particular thing you can't have with this thing, whatever he's got, the syndrome. So that's how he died. Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Go and get your teeth.
what was that?
So just by going and getting your teeth fixed.
Yeah, exactly.
I went to the dentist today. Dead.
Yeah, it's life, man. It's bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. Yeah. I always think of songs when I say things.
Me too.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything reminds me of a song or a joke song.
A joke song. Oh.
Yeah, well, there's joke songs out there, you know.
Okay, hang on. Classic chords. Everything reminds me of a joke or a song. It really helps me to know where I belong. With all the crazy people, that is me. But that really is the best place to be. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Flo.
Flo who?
I don't know, but I'm gonna make it up like you would do. Maybe you can do better than me. Do a knock knock joke for me.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fred.
Fred who?
Fred, I can't tell you because I lost my memory.
See, I knew you would be better than me at that. So everything is a song or a joke.
And a bonus if it's a joke song.
And a bonus if it's a joke song. And all you need to do is sing along to the knock knock joke song.
Who's there?
Doc.
Doc who?
Dock your pay because you won't get a vaccine and we're back here. Okay.
Now I realise I should never have knocked. Should have snuck around the back, not checked in, and just hung out with the... I don't
Dog?
know.
With the dog out the back. He's called Rufus, and he's on the attack of bad jokes. But everything is a joke, like life. And the biggest joke of all is we're afraid of death, when it's the only thing we know that's definitely going to happen. It's a joke song. Sing along.
Yeah. It's
Life
a joke song.
is a joke song. Sing along.
Life is a joke song. So we should just all try to get along.
Just try to get along. With this joke song, have a little laugh. And we can be together forevermore. With this joke song, we can piss off the past. Because that's what songs and jokes are for.
Yay! Joke
Oh
song.
my god. Funny.
Well, one of my blues original songs was started as a joke. And it's one of the ones that my audiences seem to like the most. It's probably the second favourite of my audiences. It's called Today's Woman, but the tagline is, I don't know what today's women want, but it sure ain't me.
Very cool. Yeah.
But yeah, it turned into a really great blues song and people love it.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny inspiration where it comes from. You just
There's that other one, is it Buckman Turner Overdrive, like, but the baby staying seen and nothing yet. That was written as a joke because his brother had a stutter, and it became a hit. Yeah, they were just playing their music in the garage as a band, and because he had a brother that stuttered, he walked in and they just played it, made it up on sort of not on the spot, I don't think, but pretty close to that.
Yeah.
That was the story, it seems to go.
Awesome. Yeah, there's some really cool like song stories. I remember with the Beatles with Yesterday, Paul McCartney had it in his mind, like he woke up with it or something, but he spent pretty much the whole week just asking John, is this a song? Because it sounds like a song. This has got to be a song. And John's like, no, it's not a song. But yeah, he thought it was, because it pretty much just all just came out. Yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, and then you've got like Bowie that used to like just write shit on paper and then just throw it up in the air, and then the way it would fall, he'd just turn it into a song. Yeah, so you got all these different like ways of doing it, and then you got like Elton John and is it Bernie Taupin? Is that his name? He's the co-writer. Yeah. And Taupin used to get the massive shits like at Elton, because he'd write these things and not go, don't want that bit, don't want that. And then that's why sometimes the songs don't really make much sense, because Elton went through and took a lot of shit out. It's really interesting, really, really interesting.
I'm out of things to think about.
Are you?
I don't know, my brain just went there.
Are you scared of the silence? Are you scared of the space? Are you scared when there's nothing? That they're just staring at your face? It's okay to have nothing to say? Are you scared of the nothingness? Now I've got nothing to say. And if you don't take the verse from me, there'll be nothing coming from my way.
Silence. Silence. Please no. Just turn something on. Maybe the radio. Even the fan or something. It's too quiet in this room. See, when it gets quiet, all I can hear is my phone. All I can hear is my phone. And they're scary. Yes, they're scary. I don't know if you'd want to live up here for long. I'm too scared to be alone, but not alone, just in silence. Just in silence. 'Cause when there's no external input, it's all coming from me. Then I've got no one to blame. When there's no external input, it's only the stuff that's locked in my brain. And it's a little insane.
Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. Don't be scared of the silence, even though you know you're weird. Don't be scared of the silence, my dear.
Oh, that made me feel better. That's what I know about my sister, my younger sister. I go and visit her house, and she cannot have 20 seconds of silence.
Wow.
She cannot. I've never seen her just sit down and be quiet and do nothing for longer than 20 seconds. And then she's, oh, I've got to put some music on. Or she'll talk or she'll something. And I'm like, she's really afraid to be alone with herself.
Well, isn't that what they say? Who said it? Man's problems stem from not being able to be alone in a room or something.
Yeah.
Saying?
I can't remember who or where, but yeah.
Like Seneca or something. Somebody said that.
Yeah, can't remember.
Yeah.
I'm great with quotes, just not who said them.
Yeah.
I would have been a fantastic psychology student, except that I have to reference whoever said that stuff, and I can't. Never. It's too hard.
Yeah, some dude.
Get rid of the reference. I could say, can't you just say someone said this? So they know it's not you, but you just can't remember who it was. You got to reference everything.
Yes, you do. You have to reference
See, the
everything.
problem is, it's too many references. Too many references. Too many references. It's like, you ever been in a conversation with a couple of people sitting at a table? Something comes up, talking about normal things, then someone tells a joke. Everybody's stumped. What are you talking about? We don't know the reference. I don't know the reference. I don't know the reference. No, I don't know the reference. I'm sure this is a really interesting conversation. I'm sure I'd get some good right out of it if I could only figure out what the fuck you're talking about. Cause this reference was shit, cause none of us know it. I don't know the reference.
Don't know the reference.
No, I don't know the reference.
Don't know the reference.
I don't know the reference.
Don't know the
Maybe
reference.
update your TV watching and your book reading, etc.
What was that? What were the chords you were doing?
D minor C.
D minor.
Yeah, I just play them further up the neck to get.
Ah, yeah.
I played D minor and A minor a while.
Yeah. I mean, how good is the uke, man? One finger. One fucking finger. Look at this, right? Oh, I don't know the reference. Don't talk to me about crypto, because I don't know. Don't talk about Game of Thrones, because I don't know. Don't talk to me about any kind of cultural reference. And I haven't watched The Family Guy for some time. So if you are going to reference it, I just won't know. Same as South Park, so don't bother with the reference. I won't get it. And then I will look dumb, but so will you. Because it doesn't land. It has to land. Or it's not a fucking reference. That's right.
Oh my god, they killed Kenny!
What?
South Park reference.
I know. All right, cool. I think we'll wrap it up with that reference. That was a nice that was a nice end. But yeah, nice to talk to you. Talk to you.
Yeah, it was fun. It's definitely feels like if we do it a few times, it's going to flow really nicely, eh?
What do you mean it did flow? Didn't you feel it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It did. Not me. I got disjointed a couple of times.
No,
which
that's what
happens
you
now
want.
and then.
That's what you want people to see. Is you want people to see the truth.
True.
You want them to see the reality.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pressing stop.